It's a bloody business, with high technology giving the whales precious little chance. But remote communities in the Canadian Arctic, the Azores, the Faroes, still claim that whale hunting is not only traditional, part of their way of life, but necessary. In the Faroes, north of Shetland, the hunt has been part of the island life for at least 400 years. It's not a pretty sight. When they sight a school of pilot whales, the islanders gather in every fishing boat and pleasure boat that can put to sea. The hunt is on. This is July last year. Pilot whales travel in compact schools, moving steadily and slowly. They stay together. They have a strong social bond. Where the pilot goes, they all go. They're easy to approach and easy to herd, which is their undoing. Because in the Faroese grind, the whales are shepherded into a dead end. Once the first whale's been lanced, confusion reigns in the school. They simply thrash about in the shallow water, waiting to be killed. In each boat, there's a man with a heavy iron hook, the socknarungle, waiting his moment to strike into a whale's head and secure it. If it slips out, he strikes again. The whales are totally disorientated. They make no attempt to escape. In fact, they stand by each other in their distress. Once they're secured, the next job is to kill them. And this is achieved by cutting through the blubber to reach the spinal cord just behind the blowhole. And in the midst of this sort of excitement and confusion, killing is not easy. If all goes well, it's possible to cut through the flesh and kill the whale in 30 seconds, but that's the best time in ideal conditions. Sometimes it takes 2 men to do the cutting and several more to hold the whale while it struggles. At the end, it's the violent thrashing which breaks the spinal cord and the whale rolls over, dead. The killing may go on for several hours. Once dead, the whales are craned up, loaded into trucks and taken to the fish quay for butchering. About 2,000 are taken every summer. The grind is well organized on a community basis and controlled by law. The resulting meat is shared out so that every citizen gets his share and he gets it free. In a typical year, each man, woman and child may get over 30 kilograms of meat. In historic times, the whale meat undoubtedly helped the Faroese to survive. But do they need to inflict that much suffering today? Sofus Poulsen represents the Faroe Islands in Britain, and he came to our Aberdeen studio this afternoon.
Well, we have no intentions to inflict any suffering on the whale, but of course when you are talking about the killing of a mammal, then of course it is not a very nice task, whether you kill a whale or cattle, sheep or pigs.
But we do go to enormous trouble to kill cattle, sheep and pigs quickly and with as much respect as possible. In the case of the whales, it takes a long time.
No, not a long time. You heard the man mention the 30 seconds, and I would say that would be what we are always aiming at. But it depends sometimes on the weather, the situation prevailing. No kill is the same. Every one is a one-off.
Now, I can understand the historical reasons for the hunt. The Faroes, after all, used to be a very tough place to live. But you're an affluent society now. People in the Faroes have got cars and videos and all the rest. You don't need whale meat.
Well, you might suggest that, but I would suggest that it's not quite the case, because we are not self-sufficient in mutton, although the Faroe Islands being the sheep islands, nor in cattle or meat. And the whaling is very important still. 52 meals is the average consumption of whale meat in each household in the Faroe Islands just now.
Don't you think you're actually defending a very sticky wicket? Isn't the truth that you're clinging to the tradition of the hunt because it's part of your macho past? It's a sort of exercise in nostalgia.
Yeah. No, I'm afraid it's not, because everyone really eats whale meat in the Faroe Island, and I might add that visitors that come in like it as well. So, but it is more from the angle of necessity, and there's never been any money involvement here. Everything is divided up, as the gentleman said, to each household and to each person within those households.
You know, many people, I'm sure, will think that whaling is just a cruel sport today.
Well, I would beg to disagree, because I mean the historical reasons you have given already, and apart from that, it's one of the main meat resources that we still have today, and we do not kill excessively. Today there are hundreds and hundreds of whales being turned away. Once they've caught enough, then they don't catch any more. And we are also, the government, or the Lukting, which is the Faroese Parliament, one of the oldest in the world, it has decided to ban the use of the whale harpoon and the whale spear.
So you're not going to stop?
No, I don't think you can say that we're going to stop, but it'll be done as humanely as is humanly possible, and there'll be stricter controls, even more so than have been in the past.
Mr. Poulsen, thank you very much for talking to us.
You're welcome.